The prosecutor said he's fascinated with violence.
He asked, "How do I get my fan mail?" Oh, how do I get my hate mail?
You see, but I remember with other murderers who did these school shootings, that part of it is they wanted the world to know them, to know their name, to know about their pain, and that we'd remember them. And they used to really enjoy getting 24-hour cable news coverage until the news network started cutting back on the obsessive coverage and on publicizing their name and publicizing, their biographies.
Right.
Because this is why they do it. Everyone's always looking for a motive. Why do they do that? It's because they're in a lot of pain. They feel ignored. And now they're famous, and women are writing sex letters to them.
Yeah, well, some women are attracted to the dark side.
Action stations.
Pure evil. It says here, the prosecutor said he enjoys his dark side. He's fascinated with violence. The defense team says, well, he's in an adult jail. It's not equipped to take care of a 15-year-old. Can't we move him?
Who cares?
To a juvenile facility. He's got no prior criminal record.
What? He's never killed people before?
He's 15. So.
You know something? When I hear that, my blood boils. He's got no prior record. That doesn't matter. Look what he did.
Enemy target spotted.
Emails from strangers all around the world. And the defense lawyer says if we put him in a place called Children's Village, that's the place for juveniles awaiting trial, we can control that communication. The judge has not made a decision yet as to whether or not to allow Ethan Crumbley to be transferred to a juvenile facility. It's 4 counts each of involuntary manslaughter. His parents are charged. He's charged with murder.
He's getting a lot of men.
Oh,
you have to explain this.
I don't know. I can't relate.
Remember all the women that loved Manson?
Yeah, I know. Well, he had a whole harem.
And Menendez brothers.
Menendez brothers did well. You see, being a nice guy gets you. Guys learn that in high school.
No, I like nice guys.
Oh, you're in the minority. All the a-holes.
Nice guys.
Nice guys get nothing.
Good job.
And it happened again. Never a bad. A murderer killed a murderer. California's
Enemy ship destroyed.
Life in prison for murder was killed by 2 other inmates. This is at the High Justice. Deborah, you want to go there? Fascination with?
Only if you guys come with me. We do a field trip. That would be fun.
You know what? I just got an idea for Bruno's fundraiser.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we put you in jail. And people have to...
a little cell?
By myself?
Yeah, people have to donate money to bail you out.
Would I be in solitary? Yeah, real jail.
Sure. We could do a real jail. Yeah, and then the audience has to bail you out, and all the money goes to Bruno.
If they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, then they don't.
Only if you guys said that you would do it if nobody else did. Then I'd maybe think about it, as long as I don't have to wear the jail outfit.
Oh, you'd have to wear the jail outfit, sure. Yeah, that the black and white stripe.
Maybe they would make an exception and I could do a little leopard thing. That'd be kind of cute.
Wow. I think you both are getting too much
And you have to be handcuffed, too.
So it was the old attack in the exercise.
We hit the enemy!
Inmates Christopher and Michael Ellison attacked this guy with, they're described as manufactured weapons. I guess you can make like a shiv.
Enemy torpedo spotted!
Right, so Hasty was in life in prison with the possibility he killed another man named Nathan Purdue and stabbed him to death during a jealous rage. One of the murderers is serving a 6-year sentence for assault and resisting an officer, but the other killer is serving a life sentence with the possibility of parole for a murder in Riverside, California.
No loss.
Anti-aircraft gun on
this
full
is why
alert.
James Tubbs decided because he didn't want to get the shiv during exercise time. Child molester. That's right.
That's usually your fate,
and you get the shiv.
No, that's probably one of the reasons, right?
Right. Yeah.
As a woman, that gives them access to girls.
I'll just tell everybody I'm a woman, and they have to accept it. That's a good scammy.
Well, those are the political rules. That is. How they identify.
That's right.
Target
That's right.
hit.
So he got himself a pass into the girls' junior detention center. Wow, look at that. No danger there.
Nice shot.
We've got more coming up.
Enemy
Done
aircraft
again
incoming.
By Deborah Martinez News.
Ship's on fire. Enemy aircraft incoming.
On the iHeartRadio app.
Oh, believe it or not, 5 o'clock.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
Race to California's Ice Age Trail. 2008. 14 years, money out. There is some left.
We hit the enemy.
Move to make sure they don't get that too.
Target hit.
Now we were telling you about
We're
the
hit.
grand homeless
We're under attack.
dollars by these homeless agencies. This was another version of it going back 14 years.
Yeah.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
And high-speed
Anti-aircraft gun on full alert.
No ring.
Torpedoes.
So the Russian President Vladimir Putin today said that we're ready. We have hypersonic missiles. Now, he's portrayed this as a peacekeeping mission. I was just reading a long story.
Who is he? Is this George Gascon? I mean,
When the Soviet Union dissolved, there were 14 republics that went their own way, but many Russians still believe they're part of us. And Ukraine is one of them. In fact, in 6 years ago, W. Bush, Putin said to Bush, Ukraine's not a country. Didn't recognize it as one.
Our team is about to win.
Russia.
well, I read the history of Ukraine, and it has been, going back 2,000 years, it has been independent and it's also been part of various kingdoms. It was part of the Polish kingdom for a time. Yes, they did. It was the Polish kingdom. They actually had a king of Poland.
They couldn't manage it.
It wasn't successful. That, but Ukraine has been
Fluid.
and and the Russians because he was yelling about all the old dictators, Lenin, Stalin, and they let Ukraine go. In 1918, originally had the independence, and then the Soviet Union was formed, and they reacquired Ukraine by force. And then in 1991, when the Union crumbled, Ukraine was free again. But it's a long history, and he's full of crap. He says it's always been part of Russia. It hasn't been on its own. It's been part of other various kingdoms over the years.
But I guess because it was part of the Soviet Union for a long time.
Look, he's got every dictator has to have their their shtick. So he's got to come up with a justification to convince his own people that he's right and play on their emotional feeling towards Russia. And he also has to have an argument when he talks to all the other countries. It's like, hey, no, Ukraine's always been part of it.